Let's talk about mindset. Mindset is a lot of things, and there's a lot of popular content about mindset out there right now in terms of visualization, manifestation, things of that nature. And I can tell you in my own life, I've been fortunate enough to be mentored by some very successful people, both financially as well as in other areas of their lives, billionaires, people worth hundreds of millions, as well as people that had no real financial success, but were celebrated in their industry for their achievements and accomplishments, athletes, educators, just all kinds of different people. So, what I want to remind you about mindset is it boils down to belief. Number one, what you believe is true. What you believe is possible. What you believe you can do, you can do. What you believe you can't do or won't do, you won't do and you can't do. So, it really is that simple. What you believe is going to be what you are and what you become. Whatever you think about, you will become all day long. So your beliefs are your thoughts. It's what pops into your head, and it's those stories you tell yourself and the things that you talk yourself into or out of. And you can talk yourself into or out of pretty much anything you want. So remember, in order to have the mindset of greatness, the mindset of a champion, the top performers, the high producers, the best of the best in any business, industry, sport, whatever it all starts with mindset. And it starts with believing in yourself and training your mind to believe that what you think is possible, and understanding that what you believe you can do. So it starts with believing in yourself, starting with little successes, little steps. Start by the first thing in the morning when you get out of the bed, make the bed, start with a success, get exercise every single day, put the right kind of positive affirmations in your mind. I am successful. I am strong. I am competent. I do have wisdom. I am accomplishing my goals. I can achieve this. I can do this. So start with those things. And when you face difficult times, there's a saying in the military. I went in the military right out of high school. I did not go to college. And there's a saying in the military, embrace the suck. Those things that are challenging to you, just take them on head on. Go after it, go for it, hit it head on. Take that challenge first and foremost. Do the difficult things first. When you get out of bed, when you wake up in the morning, it might hurt for a minute, it might hurt for a couple of seconds, but as soon as you get up and get going, that's gone, that's done. Push through the pain, push past it. Get out of bed, make that bed, get your day started, have a routine. If you want to go exercise, exercise is great for mindset. Believe it or not, it's one of the best things you can do for your mind is to exercise physically. And if you don't have time in the evenings, knock it out first thing in the morning. Most of my life, I had to get up at 5:30 a.m. to get my exercise in because I was so busy with other things, coaching kids sports as my kids were growing up, and being involved in community organizations and business and things like that. If I didn't do it first thing in the morning, I wouldn't get it done. And yeah, it was no fun getting out of bed at 5:30 in the morning, especially in the winter when it's cold and rainy or snowing and you have to layer up and put the suit on to get out there. That's no fun sometimes. But you know what? You develop the mindset of this is what it takes for me to achieve my goals. You keep the goal first and foremost in your mind. You realize that, hey, this is only going to hurt for a few seconds. As soon as I'm up and out of bed, I'll be fine. You wake up, you get excited, you get out of bed, you make that bed. If you're by yourself, if you've got somebody next to you, well, then, you don't want to do that because you don't want to wake them up. But anyways, get up, hit it and get it. Take care of the hard things first. Take care of the difficult things first. Do not run from a challenge. Embrace the suck. Embrace the challenge. Challenge yourself. Set bigger goals so that you always constantly have something that's challenging you, something that is going to help you stretch yourself to the next level. And remember, um, sometimes you have to go through suffering in order to achieve greatness. And suffering can come in a lot of ways. It can be delayed gratification. It can be physical pain, not to the point where you're in the hospital, although, sometimes that changes people's lives. But when I say suffering for greatness, I'm talking about the sacrifice that it takes to get up out of bed and to feel that pain in the morning when you're out running in the cold and your lungs are burning. The suffering of the delayed gratification where you want that new house, but if you take that down payment, invest it in something else, it's going to provide a bigger return down the road and waiting. So suffering can come in a lot of ways. It can come in the form of instead of going to the ball game or watching that movie, that you're educating yourself, you're finishing that degree, that MBA, that self-education that is going to take you to the next level, or you're working that part-time job, or you're staying late to get a job done. Suffering can come in a lot of ways. In order to achieve greatness, you have to sacrifice, you have to suffer, you have to be willing to pay the price. So mindset is key. It all starts in your head. Tell yourself you can do it. You do deserve it. You are a champion. You belong here. Those are the things you need to tell yourself to achieve greatness.